Hi, thank you everyone for joining me this evening. My name is April Cheong, and I am the Senior SEO Strategist at Growth Pro Agency. In the next 1 hour, I will be sharing with you all what SEO is about and why it's an important marketing channel that you should not ignore in 2021. Let's start off with understanding your customers' behavior. Do you know that there are 4.66 billion active internet users worldwide as of January 2021? That gives us a global internet penetration rate of 59.5%, which means more than half of the world population is online right now. And 81 of these people say they search online for a product or service. Apart from that, 59% of online or offline shoppers say they usually use Google to do their research before making their purchase either in-store or online. Thus, chances of your potential customers searching for your product or service online is pretty high. This trend is further amplified by the COVID-19 pandemic, where we see the world in lockdown and people staying and working from home. They started searching more often for keywords like outlet online and open now near me, with 60% and 100% year-on-over-year growth respectively. So, what all this means? It means your customers are searching for information and businesses to meet their needs online. Now, the big question is, are you there when they are searching for you? Of course, there are many channels to generate traffic online. Here are some of the major online traffic sources. First, we have organic search traffic. This traffic brings someone searching on a search engine to your website. Search engines such as Google, Bing, Yahoo, and so on. Next, we have organic social traffic. This traffic brings users that saw your social media posts, not ads, and decided to pay your website a visit. You do this by regularly posting updates on promotions on Facebook, Instagram, or any other social media accounts. Then, we have paid ads, where you pay for each traffic you bring to the website. This includes social media ads, search ads, display banner ads, and more. Lastly, there are other channels that generate traffic to your website, such as referral traffic, user that comes to your website from other websites, direct traffic, user that comes to your website directly, email marketing or newsletter, and many more. However, not all traffic sources are created equal. According to Bright Edge, 51% of all trackable website traffic comes from organic search, while traffic from your regular social media posts is flat at 5% since 2014. Of course, some industry or vertical may perform better in different channels. If you are in these verticals, however, focusing on organic traffic may give you the biggest impact. Verticals such as retail and e-commerce, media and entertainment, B2B, technology, travel and hospitality. I'm not saying other traffic channels like social media is not good. In fact, your digital marketing strategy should include both social and organic channels. This is because they are targeting different stages of your customer's journey. Social media channel, whether it's organic posts or your social media ads, is good in raising awareness of something new. It can also help your audience discover a problem or solution that they may not even know exists. Search channel, on the other hand, is good in providing information on a problem or solution that your customers is searching for. And it is great when customer is searching to buy. Here's a simple way to differentiate between these two channels. Social media should be used when you are looking for your potential customers online, while search should be used when your potential customers are looking for you online. So your customers are online, and I've shared that organic search is one of the best online traffic generator. Now, let's jump into the main course of this talk. How do you generate organic search traffic using SEO? But first, what is SEO? SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. It is a set of tweaks and optimizations done to your website aimed at providing a great user experience to your website visitors, creating high quality and valuable contents that attract potential customers, while boosting your brand's awareness and authority. Basically, it ensures your brand is there when your customers are searching for anything related to your industry, your brand, and your product or services. Here's how an SEO campaign can help your website get found and eventually leads to potential conversion. First, it makes sure key pages get crawled and seen by search engines. These pages will then get indexed into the search engine's index or database. And when that happens, your key pages will have a chance of ranking and showing on their search results, thus increasing your visibility online. Each of these visibility is an opportunity to get your potential customers into your website, and these visitors may well turn into an actual customers eventually. And FYI, ensuring your site is found and indexed by search engines is only one of the many benefits of SEO. Here are more benefits of running an SEO campaign. SEO generates organic search traffic, which, as I have shared in the customer's journey earlier, it is one of the most effective channels that drives highly convertible traffic to your website. As you can see in these screenshots, SEO helps you get found at the perfect moment when your customers are searching for you. If your website is there at the right moment when your customers are searching, chances of you getting their business is pretty high. This is not something that you can achieve on other channels like social media, because users on social media aren't actively searching to buy anything. Apart from increasing your visibility on search engines, SEO helps you boost your brand's awareness, credibility, as well as trustworthiness. Have a look at these sample screenshots. Which brand do you think the user will trust more? If your customers are searching for your brand and see the first result, do you think they will trust your brand? This is what happens when your brand don't have any online presence at all. What about result number 2 and number 3? If you compare these two results, which brand do you think the customers trust more? You can see a big branded area on the third result. This branded area increases your branding and trust, while helping you stand out in the search results. Furthermore, SEO helps you control your brand's narrative online. Your search presence tells a lot about your brand than you think. If you are not actively managing your search presence, it may even tarnish your brand. See the first example here. If you are not managing your search presence, you may see negative results dominating your brand's keywords. When your potential customers search for your brand, would you rather have them see the first result or the second result? With SEO, you can better control this. This brings me to my next point. As you can see, people trust Google enough to base their decisions related to finance, legal, health, and more on what they found on Google. This is due to Google's authority and trust factor. Thus, managing your brand's narrative, as I mentioned earlier, don't just help your brand stand out better. It can help influence your customers' decision by inserting your brand into their buying journey. Another benefit of SEO is that it is not affected by the controversial online privacy issue surrounding paid advertising. With so many people using the internet right now, online privacy has become a very big concern. This is why many organizations started pushing for better online privacy around the world. There were a few major changes in recent years that really put a dent on the advertising industry. This includes the European GDPR, the launch of iOS 14, and the recent iOS 14.5 update. All this aims at preventing detailed tracking of users' online behavior unless the user gives proper consent for it. This makes it more and more difficult to properly reach out to your target audience through paid ads. And if this trend continues, your ROI from paid ads may be affected negatively in the very near future. With this in mind, now is the best time to start working on an alternative traffic source like organic search, which is not affected by online privacy concern. Apart from that, SEO can improve your website's user experience for both humans and bots. This is because one major pillar of SEO is great user experience. A website with great user experience can rank much better than a website that has bad user experience. With an SEO campaign, you can expect faster loading time of your website for a speedy experience, better readability of your content across devices, and better interlinking of pages for easier content discovery. And it doesn't stop there, as SEO also focuses on conversion rate optimization, or CRO in short. Optimizing the site to make it easier for your visitors to convert will help to improve the user experience as well. Next, SEO can improve your PPC ads and vice versa. SEO and PPC campaigns like Google search ads are very similar because they both deal with keywords. You can make use of your keyword insights from SEO research to inform the keyword targeting and ad copy of your PPC campaign. For example, from your SEO data, you may notice that people are finding and converting with your products through specific keywords. Perhaps you want to use the power of those same keywords in your PPC campaign. Or maybe you've noticed that customers in Malaysia are searching differently than customers in Indonesia for the same product. You can augment your ads with terms that create more relevance for these different audiences. With a good SEO research and data analysis, you can uncover a lot of new potentials that can help improve your PPC campaign. Apart from improving your PPC ads, SEO research can provide you with new insights into your existing audience or even find new audience. This is because your keywords data is also your audience data. You can uncover new keywords that your existing audiences are using to search for specific things. And you may even uncover new audience by looking at what keywords and contents your competitors are targeting. Here's an example. Imagine you are an email marketing SaaS platform. While doing your keyword research and competitor analysis, you notice that email template is a common keyword. People are searching for email templates for various occasions, like Black Friday promotions, holiday greetings, or even non-profit outreach email. Your online competitors like MailChimp is getting lots of traffic from providing these email templates for these users. Thus, you can do the same, creating similar templates to bring some of these traffics over to your website. Apart from this, you may have just uncovered a new audience, which is the non-profit organization. You may not have thought of this new potential audience if not through your SEO research. And finally, the most important benefits of SEO is that you continue to reap the benefits even after you stop your SEO campaign. Whereas for paid ads, it will stop sending you traffic as soon as you turn off your campaign. If you have $10,000 to spend on marketing, it may last you say 5 months on paid ads. Once the budget runs out, your traffic will stop. But during these 5 months, you may have seen good results from the campaign. If you spend the same 10K on SEO for 5 months, whatever momentum that you have built will continue to snowball and give you continuous traffic for many years to come. You may not see the same level of result you get from your paid ads when running your SEO campaign in these 5 months. But this 10K you invest on SEO will give you a compounding and lasting effect. They will surely outdo the result you get from your paid ads in the long run. In short, SEO helps your website rank by giving search engines what they want to rank, helps bring in your potential customers by giving them information they are looking for, and encourage them to convert by giving them a great user experience. Of course, nothing is perfect, and it is the same for SEO. There will be challenges that you may encounter when you embark on your SEO journey. This is true whether you are doing SEO in-house or outsourcing it to an SEO agency. If you are looking to outsource, one critical challenge will be finding a good white hat SEO agency. There are two important distinctions when it comes to SEO: white hat and black hat SEO. White hat SEO refers to SEO techniques and optimizations following the guidelines, best practices laid out by search engines like Google. These guidelines and best practices aim at allowing the search engines to understand your website, business, and content quality, then rank it better. Black hat SEO, on the other hand, attempt to trick search engine into thinking your website is of good quality and thus rank it better. In short, white hat SEO build a solid SEO foundation for your website, while black hat SEO uses scammy techniques to hack your ranking up very fast. However, without a solid SEO foundation, you will not reap the long-term benefits of SEO and may even get penalized for it. Let me show you one real-life story of white hat SEO versus black hat SEO. We had a client back in 2019, a local startup company distributing their own tea brand. They started SEO in April 2019 and ended the campaign in November 2019. We were working on their SEO campaign for about 7 months before they stopped. Their site's visibility and traffic increased 5 times during this period. Even after they stopped, the site's performance continues to grow due to the solid foundation that we have built using White Hat SEO techniques, as you can see in this chart here. This same company then restarted their SEO campaign around March 2020. That is about 4 months after they stopped our service. But this time, they found a cheaper SEO agency that promises instant boost in their ranking. True enough, the ranking and performance jumped within the same month. Naturally, the website owner was very happy with this result. However, before long, Google catches on to the Black Hat technique and the site was slapped with a penalty in May 2020, just 2 months after they started the new SEO campaign. When they finally fired this new SEO agency on the 5th month, seeing no improvement at all, they came back to us. And when we audit the site, we noticed tons of Black Hat techniques applied to the site. That's what triggered the penalty from Google. We decided not to continue with this client just because it will take tremendous efforts to clean up the mess. Once you are hit with a penalty due to Black Hat SEO, it will take years to recover and a lot of efforts just to win back the trust from Google. This is a very good example of how a Black Hat SEO agency can kill off a company. Even if you are running your SEO in-house, you will still need to make sure you avoid any Black Hat SEO techniques that may get your site penalized. Here are some examples of Black Hat SEO techniques that you should avoid. Techniques such as creating irrelevant and spammy backlinks from other websites back to your website. Copying content from other sources without proper credits or rewrites. Trying to stuff a lot of keywords into your content. Creating clickbait headlines that tricks a user into clicking that do not reflect the actual content itself. And tons of other malpractices that is against any search engine's policy. And just for your information, many in-house team and cheap SEO agency outsource these spammy works to cheap labor they found on Fiverr. You can get many irrelevant and toxic backlinks from Fiverr for just $5. It may be cheap in cost, but expensive to your business. So, finding a good SEO strategy or agency is the first challenge when it comes to running a successful SEO campaign, as this can really make or break your website and brand. The second challenge in SEO is building high quality and valuable content on your website. In SEO, content is king, and you will need to have content on your website in order to get ranked on search engines. Content here means the copywriting on your homepage, your product or service pages, your About Us page, etc. And depending on your industry, most of the time you are not going to get ranked for a lot of keywords with just these few pages on your website. Therefore, content creation in the form of blog posts is the key in any SEO campaign. This is where you can create contents that target customers from different stages of their buying journey. Looking back to the customer's journey, search channel is good when your potential customer is in the discovery and conversion stage. Say we have a searcher called April. He is currently in the discovery stage because he is actively searching for something like what is the best way to host an event during a pandemic, or best marketing that works during lockdown. April is in the research mode right now and is searching for ideas and solutions to solve his problem. This is the best time to introduce your business and guide him into your sales funnel using content. April will be in the conversion stage when he has found the solution he needs and is currently searching for a vendor. He'll be searching for something like online virtual event provider in Malaysia or SEO agency in Kuala Lumpur. He has done his research, decided on the solution, and are now looking to buy. In both stages, you'll need different contents that speak to him while he is within each stage and bring him to your website. This gives you a better chance of winning him as a new client. And it all starts with understanding what he is looking for, craft your content to give him what he needs, and rank this content high on the search engines so that he can find it. However, many websites focus on creating content that they want to create, not content that their potential customers are looking for. So, having a good content strategy is another challenge that you may face in your SEO journey. You will need to know how to find and create content that is discoverable by its intended audience, optimized for conversion, measurable in terms of ROI, and profitable in terms of generating leads and sales. The third challenge is in building a sustainable organic growth for your website. The reason for this is because search engines like Google pushes out a lot of algorithm updates on a daily basis. This means Google is constantly changing what they deem as valuable and useful content. For example, back in 2015, Google thinks that a website that is mobile friendly can provide much better user experience to a mobile user. Thus, website that is not mobile friendly drops in ranking, while websites with very good mobile friendliness saw a jump in ranking. In 2018, Google thinks that website that talks about health, legal, and finance will affect people's livelihood. It then improves its algorithm to rank websites that are showing good expertise, authority, and trust in this field. And in 2021, Google thinks that a website that loads slowly is another bad thing, and Google will shift its algorithm again to rank websites depending on whether a website is providing good loading speed or not. In fact, Google launches 500 to 600 algorithm changes each year, ranging from big algorithm updates like those examples I've just shared, to small algorithm updates that won't see much impact. However, there is a pattern to all these big changes that Google is pushing out. It all comes down to providing good user experience and making sure that a website's content is trustworthy enough for Google to rank it high. Because people are making important decisions based on information they found on Google, Google wants to make sure they are providing the best advice to people searching for this information. This is the third challenge, and this challenge is all about anticipating what search engines like Google is looking for and build your websites towards this. Just focusing on what's important right now without a good future-proof strategy will mean a surge of organic traffic that is non-sustainable. And the last challenge that I'd like to talk about is the integration of SEO into your other marketing channels. All marketing channels should work together to give business a complete view into their business and customers' behavior. And most importantly, there should be no conflict between any of these marketing channels. One of the common conflicts that we see often is between SEO, which is organic search, and SEM, which is paid search. It's called cannibalization, whereby the brand is already ranking number one for specific keywords and are still running ads targeting the same keyword. This is what's going to happen. The user searching for that specific keyword will see your brand appears twice. One is an ad and another one is your organic result, as you can see in this screenshot here. And most of the user will click on the ad instead of the organic result. This is because the ad is the first result that they see. It means the brand is basically paying for a click that they would have gotten for free. If the ad wasn't there, the user would have clicked on the organic result and the brand would have brought the same user to their site for free. There are other integration problems. This includes making sure traffic and conversion are properly attributed back to the correct traffic source, how to use the different audiences to improve each channel's targeting, and more. All this can be a challenge if it's not planned properly. And this is not just a challenge for SEO, but also a challenge for all digital marketing in general. Thus, no matter what digital marketing campaign you are running, making sure important data is tracked and attributed properly, while avoiding potential cannibalization between each channels can be a big challenge by itself. With so many challenges, it's always a good idea to leave this to the professional. This is where an SEO agency like Growth Pro can help. Outsourcing your SEO to an agency allows you to focus on what you do best and leave the complicated stuff to the experts. Here are some of the benefits of working with an SEO agency. First, you get professional eyes on your business. Instead of doing SEO blindly, an SEO agency can help you with your SEO strategy, giving you a clear path to success. For example, in Growth Pro, we usually go through a series of audit and analysis to uncover the best strategies. We'll then get into an initial strategy call with the client to finalize strategies based on their business priorities. When working with an SEO agency, you also minimize your own investment in SEO knowledge and tools required. It saves you time and effort that you can otherwise invest back into your own business. You are the expert in your business, and an SEO agency is an expert in SEO. Letting the right person and team working on their field of expertise can yield higher efficiency and better results. The agency will know what are the most important tasks that will give the biggest impact in the shortest period of time. Next, as the saying goes, knowledge is power. An SEO agency stays on top of SEO trends and continuously optimizes your website to take advantage of new opportunities. Take the various algorithm updates I mentioned earlier. When Google updates its algorithm to rank websites with slow loading speed lower, this may be an opportunity for you. If your competitors' sites are slow and they aren't aware of this, while you work on optimizing your site speed, your site can outrank your competitors when they are affected by the update. Lastly, an SEO agency can provide valuable insights and analytics to boost your business. This includes customers' behavior or trend shift, current competition level, and conversion optimization opportunities. SEO is more important than ever during COVID-19 pandemic. During the COVID-19 outbreak, internet usage has skyrocketed. This includes online search. However, during this time, the online search volume focuses more on health, news, and other highly relevant industries. As a result, there is a decline in online search traffic to non-essential businesses. This includes the website of many small businesses. This is not just affecting organic search, but paid search as well. It means that your search traffic looks very different depending on which industry you are operating in. If you are operating in a relevant and essential industry, you will see a higher search volume during the pandemic. And if you are operating in a non-essential industry, your search volume may be very low. And depending on whether your business is essential or non-essential, your SEO strategy may look very different too. Essential industry will have to double down on your effort in order to stand out among your fierce competition. And for non-essential industry, you may see SEO as a pointless thing during this downtime. Whether you are an essential or non-essential business, SEO is still an important tool that you should make use of during this pandemic. Here's why. Local search is crucial because travel restrictions are causing consumers to seek out nearby businesses. With so many movement restrictions, local search becomes an important way for customers to find businesses nearby. Thus, focusing your marketing efforts on local SEO tactics will help you appear on local search results. People that are searching keywords like open now or near me are people that you can reach with local SEO. People are looking to support local SMBs during the pandemic instead of big brands. This is the reason why there are so many movements to support local businesses by communities worldwide. We've seen a lot of movements with taglines and hashtags like support local or shop local. This is another reason why you should focus your marketing on connecting with these people. You can do that by first updating your marketing messages to include these taglines and using local SEO tactics to boost your local presence. SEO is the means by which SMBs can stand apart from competitors. Being active in SEO gives you an edge over your competitors that aren't active. Consumers don't often become customers immediately. It takes multiple encounters. And the informative blog posts you publish as a part of your SEO strategy make for trust building, familiarity breeding, and quality encounters. When consumers are able to venture out again and they start looking up businesses near them, which one do you think they'll call? The ones that they have never heard of before, or the ones they have seen a few times during all the web browsing over the past few months? With this in mind, SEO can help you become more visible on searches being performed now and set yourself up for success once the search behavior normalizes. Finally, there are still plenty of ways you can rank during the pandemic. Let's look at what tactics you can make use of during this downtime. The first tactic is to create a stockpile of high-quality, evergreen content related to your industry. Evergreen content means content that has a constant level of interest no matter the season. This includes how-tos, case studies, buying guides, tutorials, and more. Since these are evergreen content, they will stay relevant during and after the pandemic. The second tactic is to target both coronavirus-related and unrelated search queries. This way, you can increase your exposure and visibility to future potential customers by staying on top of their minds. The third tactic is to build your local SEO strategy by creating, auditing, and updating your local listings. This includes local listings like Google My Business, Bing Places, etc. This way, your business will get better exposure in local search. Remember, SEO still matters during COVID-19, and whoever seizes the opportunity will have a higher chance of coming out as the winner. This is because search is only going to be more ingrained in our lives after the pandemic, and you can prepare your business to be there once your industry search volume comes back. Since we are talking about the COVID-19, let me also share some general SEO ideas and strategies for SMBs during this difficult time. If you are doing SEO in-house or planning to do it in-house, focus on these few things. First, consistency is key. Consistently audit and optimize your website to ensure it stays in its best form. Whatever that you are doing right now will impact your business post-pandemic. Secondly, focus on long-form content creation. Long-form content refers to content that has more than 1,500 words in it. A well-researched long-form content generally performs better in ranking compared to short content. This is because long-form content is more comprehensive and can provide much more value compared to short-form content. To determine how long your content needs to be, always check your current competition and try to outdo them in terms of quality and word count. Third, put more focus on local SEO and fully utilize all the local search tools for your business. It's as easy as creating a local listing on Google and Bing and update the latest information into your listings. You may even upload some photos and posts to gain additional exposure for your business. Next, include both short-term and long-term goals in your SEO efforts. This means publishing content related to COVID-19 to boost short-term goal, while creating content targeting customers' needs post-pandemic as your long-term goal. And the final idea or strategy is to focus on optimizing your site's conversion and sales funnel. Since there will be lower traffic to your site, maximizing your conversion will be key to increasing your leads and sales. For example, if you can only get 100 website visitors per day, optimizing your site's conversion rate, say from 1% to 2%, will mean doubling the potential leads with the same amount of traffic. So, I've shared a lot about SEO, its benefits, and some ideas and strategies for you during this pandemic. Next, I'd like to share some case studies on what SEO did for some of our clients. The first case study I have is about a natural supplement company in Singapore. This client is an established brand in Singapore, but was badly affected by the circuit breaker when COVID-19 hit Singapore. They had an e-commerce store for some time, but weren't really focusing on it until the circuit breaker was announced. With their brick and mortar stores closed, they need a new source of income and decided to fully focus on their e-commerce store. We started working on their site as soon as they engaged us because we know online search will peak during this time. Their site wasn't ranking well just because the site has plenty of technical SEO issues that were hindering its potential. So, we fixed all the technical issues and improved the site's user experience and conversion optimization within the first week. When their site's ranking started to move up, we saw a huge spike of traffic coming to their website. This is also because their brand was quite established and they already have a good level of trust from their consumers. It's just that their search presence was bad, and improving their search presence gave them a huge boost in online presence and sales. The second case study is about a newly launched travel agency website in Sabah. The travel agency wants to target overseas tourists that are looking to visit Sabah. They engage us to create a new website that provides information about tourism in Sabah and to allow online booking of their tourism programs. The site was launched back in May 2019, and our team has been building informative content related to places of interest in Sabah. Towards the end of July, we started seeing a good amount of traffic coming to the site. And by November 2019, the site saw another jump in visibility and traffic. However, when the Malaysian MCO was announced back in March 2020, we saw many travel-related sites dropping in search volume and traffic. This includes our client's site, because we saw a huge drop in their performance. We quickly did a new set of analysis on what's trending right now in their industry. And we realized that there was a lot of COVID-19 related search that is relevant for their website. We changed our content strategy to target COVID-19 related updates, and that has paid off. We started seeing a surge of traffic coming in through these new contents right after these contents were published. This third one is about a mid-sized software company. They wanted help to boost their online traffic, but we found that their website was slow, usability was bad, and had issues that search engines does not like. So, we suggested a complete revamp of their site and gave them a fully optimized website after 2 weeks. We also changed their hosting to a world-class one and increased the site speed tremendously. The result? Google started crawling the site more aggressively as we took out many bottlenecks and got more than 35% of new pages indexed. Because of this, the number of important keywords were also increased. We saw a drastic improvement of impressions and keywords index in all different countries just by doing a site revamp. Do note that the jump in result is just purely from a site revamp and not from any other SEO activities yet. The last case study that I want to share is about a local parts factory looking to expand globally. When this client first approached us for help to expand globally, we were able to identify 3 main problem areas: an old website more than a decade old, a local Malaysian domain name .com.my, and a non-existent content strategy. Each customer that signs a contract with this client is worth hundreds of thousands to millions of US dollars. The manufacturer couldn't afford to lose out on any potential prospects, so we had to do something fast. First off, we advised our clients to buy an international .com domain for the best SEO results. We found that the name was already owned by someone else, but we managed to secure it from them after some negotiation. Our team then processed to build a new site for them, which was ready in late May 2019. As soon as the website was completed, we optimized the server and website for speed and user experience. Our team then conducted detailed keyword research and competitor analysis to chart out a 6-month content calendar. Once we started noticing keywords being indexed in Google's database, we got even more aggressive with our optimization efforts. However, even after a month, the results were not as great as expected. More research was done and existing articles were improved by layering additional content on them. We finally started seeing some positive results. By mid-September 2019, our clients' content started ranking on the second and third pages of Google around the world for their important keywords. Traffic skyrocketed, and this led to many valuable leads. Thousands of keywords were now being indexed by Google on all the articles that were created in the past 6 months. It goes to show what great keyword research and a comprehensive content strategy can do for SEO. With this, I will end my talk for today. Thank you for joining me today, and please feel free to visit our booth to get a free website audit. The website audit can help to uncover SEO opportunities for your business. Next, we'll move on to our Q&A session.